In my life, it's raining. Apparently it only rains in my classroom when it's like downpouring. Happy Monday! So I've got copies to make. We're starting interactive notebooks today in my math reteach pre-teach group, which is 4 students so far. I think some more might join us, but we're going to get started on interactive notebooks that they can use during assignments and tests. So that's cool. I've got copy. I have tests that I graded that I need to deliver to regular education teachers. Still have things from the sub I need to put away. And tonight is our first Tier 2 meeting for the RTI process, so I have paperwork to get ready for that. So I'll check in with you at lunchtime, hopefully. I know I have to eat lunch with the school psych again today, but I might have a couple minutes to spare. I don't know. So this is what they're looking like right now. Obviously, if you have a whole class of like 20 students, you wouldn't want to bother with vinyl. But since I only have a group of 4, like it's fine cutting out vinyl. So I cut out vinyl for myself and then my other students. Looks nice. I also bought these at Walmart. They're the clearance composition notebooks that are 50 cents right now. So everybody has a matching book. Unicorns for the girls and a car for the boys. You sure that's right? Nice work. This and egg rolls is like one of the few lunches I don't like. I mean, I like the hot dog and I like pears, but like these potatoes are just funky. Like they look like they should be good, but they're just not. So we've got some dinosaur books, a wood number rack, and some more dinosaur books that I'm buying for a student that just can't handle number racks. So we're gonna place my order. So it's 4:15. I'm finally able to check in with you guys. It was actually a really good day today. My students were really focused. We were working hard. Just some minor hiccups with the schedule with guidance, and so I couldn't take some students when I wanted to, but that's okay. They're learning some pretty important things in guidance on how to be a better friend and how to do things, how to share at recess, because that's been a problem. But yeah, today was an awesome day. There was really no big conflicts. I was able to start my math journals for the interactive notebooks that we're going to do, so I'm really hoping that they'll get in the habit of using these in their regular education classrooms. The teachers are totally fine with them using it on tests. Thank goodness to have a team that is so understanding. Got a lot of programs going on right now. I have Connecting Math Concepts, Reading Mastery Orange, Reading Mastery Purple, System 44, I'm doing Foundations, I'm doing some of the Bridges math interventions, and then once climb groups start, I imagine I'll be doing LLI with 4th graders, and probably Reading Mastery again with some 2nd graders. So I just have a lot of books laying around right there on that table. I just really haven't figured out like a good system for when you just have so many different programs going on at one time. If only there was room under my smartboard for another like cube organizer, just like a 1 cube tall but 3 wide. That would be ideal. Then I could just put stuff in there, but it would be too much. It also would be ideal if I had one of the smartboards that could like move and you could have a whiteboard. When I was student teaching, actually I think that's called the Promethean board. When I was student teaching, the classroom I was in had that, and that was so nice that you could just push the smartboard off to the side and use the whiteboard, because right now I just have the whiteboard back there and then the one that's over there in my library. And nobody can reach those. So I'm really hoping that when we do budget for SPED this year that I can get like some sort of whiteboard on wheels that I can use. And then I can actually use a whiteboard with students, and I really prefer doing whiteboard when I'm doing math stuff rather than the smartboard, because kids are just really distracted by the smartboard, and then they can't do math problems at the same time either, because they can only have like one person like touching the board at the same time. So it'd be really nice for tutoring as well. I really don't have a lot to do tonight, which is really nice. I could make some math sheets for my math group when we are starting multiplication soon. They're kind of introduced to multiplication. Do you hear how windy that is? 3rd graders are kind of introduced to multiplication, but not as like in depth as 4th grade is, with all like the area models and the standard algorithm. So we're practicing that right now. And then actually we're working on like 3-digit subtraction too. Some of them forget to borrow and then like carry it over. So we're working on that as well. So I just have to work on some math sheets for that, and that'll be really quick. Otherwise, I'm probably just editing tonight. It's kind of sad that Bachelor in Paradise isn't on, because that was like my go-to thing to do on Monday nights. So I think I have my own book order account. I just don't know where it is, and I've never used it because my students just have it through their regular education classroom. But I never knew how hard it is to find books that are like an A through F kind of level that are still interesting to students until I was looking to buy some for my classroom. Like, I am going to buy some off of Amazon for one of my students who really likes dinosaurs, and unfortunately, like, the only books you can get are like the beginning reader 1, easy reader 2, and then like the advanced reader 3 books that you see at Walmart with like the big 1, 2, 3 on them. That's so like demeaning to him, because I just really want to find books that are a good fit for him, but it's just so hard to find books that are still engaging to him at his level, and they aren't just like babyish. Like, he has no interest in Mickey and Goofy, and I'm hoping I can find some in here. Last year I bought my Magic Treehouse set off of the first grade teacher's book order, so that was, I think I spent like $100 one month. So she's getting a lot of really nice points off me, so it'd probably be good if I did it myself, but meh. So I'm gonna look through here, see if I can find any good books. I have some paperwork to finish after our tier 2 meeting is done. I also need to make some more picture prompts for an autism student, and then we're trying to do more call and response with that student and try to make it more universal. So like in first grade, they do like a body still, eyes on me, focused, something like that. But to also have like the gym teacher do it and the art teacher do it, so he's hearing it in multiple places. So I have to work on that, but that would involve me actually knowing what the cheer is. Most of the time I'm there every morning, I just don't remember it. Oops. Okay, so obviously I'm not a para, but because I'm a SPED teacher, I get most of the para emails too. But apparently Friday's an early release day. That's news to me. This is like the second week of schools. So I just spent $51 on book orders. I guess I'm not sorry. Gonna finish my goldfish, and then I'm gonna get out of here. See you guys tomorrow. Happy Tuesday! So for breakfast this morning we have Coke and chocolate rice cakes and cinnamon donuts. Living the healthy dream, guys. Brought my lemon tree in today. I had it last year too. I have a UV light here I all set up last year. I had it over on just on the, I had it right there on the end. They got pretty good light, and then I would use the UV light when it was cold in winter and not much sunlight. So I'll probably put it there, but I can't find the plastic thing that I put under it so that when it drains it didn't get the shelf all wet. So I'll have to find that. I don't know why I'm here so early. Like, I left my house at 6:40 and it's like 7 now. I'm gonna have to be here till 7:45, so I have all my copies made. So I'm kind of here just for hanging out, I guess. Eat my breakfast, hang out, just tidy things up. So I'll check in with you at lunchtime. Taco roll-up is by far my favorite lunch, closely followed by pizza wedge. So we have this thing called math workplaces, so it's basically math rotation groups and just like games. Well, somebody's eating Domino's. Advice? Anybody? So tired of that sensor. I don't know why I'm the only one that has to have an automatic sensor and 2 light switches. Like, why can't they just have 1 light switch? What a day. I don't know why I'm surprised. It seems like every day is just what a day. I've spent a lot of time emailing looking for advice on students eating math manipulatives. So that's great. And then we were sitting outside the main office chatting, and I was sitting with another teacher on like the shoe rack of where the backpack hooks are. And then when we were sitting on it, totally broke it. It was like, tomorrow's Wednesday, which means it's Progress Monitoring Wednesday, which means every single student that I put into AimsWeb, I have to progress monitor the assessments that I decided to give them. So that's fun. Some of it's just like quick 1-minute ones, but then some of them have like 10-minute math tests. Sometimes it just really disrupts what I was normally planning to do. My room is pretty clean. I would say it's normal for me. Got some stuff right there. A pile of stuff over there. Then I started digging through my Halloween stuff, because Halloween is like right around the corner. I was just looking for something in particular. I'm sitting here after I've gotten all my copies done, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with myself? And then I glance over and I'm like, I wonder what's behind that. So let's find out. Yum. Like, did they just not install this correctly? Like, what in the world? Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm not the last person to leave besides the janitor. It's a miracle. I'm really not used to being done this early on a Tuesday. Like, my watch is dead. Normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays we have tutoring, and that's an hour, so from 3 to 4. So usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm not getting out of here until at least 5 o'clock at the very earliest. I mean, sometimes I'm here till 6 if I have things I'm doing. I try to get my tutoring stuff done that night. So if I had tutoring on Tuesday, I'll get the Thursday materials prepared on Tuesday night after that first set of tutoring. I'm gonna go home, eat some dinner. I think Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, Chicago PD is either back this week or it's next week, and those are like my ultimate favorite things. Oh, there's the cop right there. So I absolutely love those. But if that's not on this week, then I guess I will just read a book for fun. That never happens. I never have time to read a book for fun. So either read a book for fun, or I will just look at some paperwork. I'm sure there's stuff for tutoring I have to start getting ready because I'm the coordinator now. I just have absolutely no idea what I'm actually supposed to be doing. But I'm going to end today here. So I'll see you tomorrow on Hump Day, Wednesday. It's really gross and rainy out, which means indoor recess. Yay! Just realized I forgot my breakfast, and I still have donuts left over from yesterday, but I think I want a Pop-Tart. Okay, so we've been working on our math notebooks, and I have all the student ones done, but I'm still struggling to put in my own answer key, so I'm kind of just been doing it as we go. So right now we've done like place value, and then we're starting on expanded form right here. I really like this, and I think it's a good thing for my students because they'll be able to use notes on their tests when they're in the regular education classroom. Of course, it doesn't follow our curriculum like to a T, so that would be something I would probably work on over the summer, because I assume my 4th grader, who will be a 5th grader, I will still have 20 minutes of math with her, just trying to pre-teach and reteach things that she's struggling with, and then I could see potentially some other students perhaps qualifying for special education services in the middle of the year. So I think it'd be a good thing for students. So like right now, I really don't have much going on. Usually this time I'm doing an intervention period. The whole school is either doing enrichment or intervention, but we haven't started that. We'll start that in like October 1st. So I have a time period right here that's free that I normally wouldn't, which never happens. I think I'll go help level some students though, using the Fontes and Pinnell. Oh, it's 4:40. I've amended an IEP for a meeting we had, and now I'm just starting to get my stuff together. So maybe let's start by cleaning up my mess. Perhaps that would be a good idea. It's 4:50 and I'm getting out of here. My desk is a mess, but we're just gonna ignore it. Table looks nice. That is, you know, whatever. Just me and the janitor, like usual. I don't know if you can tell, but it's been raining pretty much all day. And quite surprisingly, there hasn't been any roof leaking. I don't think I've actually ever been here in the middle of the day when it's been leaking. I've just come in to find the puddle. So maybe it only rains at night enough that it leaks. I don't know. So I'm going to end this day here and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Catch you tomorrow. It's 6:30 and I'm at McDonald's. Like half the time I'm still in bed laying around on my phone. But I guess that's what happens when the internet suddenly decides to stop working.
Welcome to McDonald's. My name is Sammy. How may I help you?
Hi, can I get a large caramel macchiato and then a sausage biscuit with egg?
Will that complete your order?
Yes.
Sausage biscuit and a large heart caramel macchiato. Oh, I hit a mocha. I'm so sorry. Let me fix that. You want the large caramel macchiato?
Yes.
Got it. Alright, thanks. That's going to be $8 the last window, please.
Thank you. So it's 7:27. I've been here for like 20 minutes just picking things up and eating my breakfast and getting things from the copier, which I still have things on there I need to go get. Technically, kids are on the playground now from 8, and then certain groups come in and eat breakfast at that time too if they want to. So we don't start getting paid till 7:45 because that's our contract time. But I have a student I know that'll be in the gym right now, because I don't know if you can hear, but it's raining pretty hard right now, so we have indoor morning recess. And he does not do well with large groups, and there's going to be really not much for him to do except to look at books. So I'm going to grab him and do some AIMS of testing with him. And then when he's done with that, he can just hang out in my room and play with games or something. So I'm going to go grab him, and maybe I'll check in at lunch. I don't know. Thursdays are kind of weird with library. Fly. This is like the best pasta ever. It makes me so happy. Okay, so if we ignore the literal mountain that's happening on my desk right here, I'm gonna make little flashcards that look like squares, and then there's gonna be symbol pictures on it, and then we'll put it on a binding ring, and I'll be able to attach it to my name tag as well as give it to other teachers that work with the student. So instead of us always giving him verbal cues, we can just show him the same picture card, and then it's not like we're calling him out all the time. So I'm thinking of doing, I was writing it down while I was in class with one of them. Oh, focus. Because usually right now I have students that I'm still in there with, but they go to library on Thursdays at this time, so I have 5, 10. So I have 15 minutes before my next students come in, so I'll just get a good start on it. I really don't want to go home. Look how wet it is. Gross. In my life, it's raining. So I had my camera sitting here, so my camera got a little damp, but like, it's raining. But like this isn't leaking, and usually this is the light that leaks. So like right there. Everything right here and on top of this is all wet too. Like this is like all the important cords. Oh, and it's still going. Fantastic. Okay, bucket here for where the light usually leaks. Rag up here because that's all wet. Rags over my important things. So you can see like right there it's still kind of wet. And then all up there is all soggy. Nice soggy stuff all on my papers. So I'm gonna go before it starts raining again. Tomorrow is an early release day, so we have kids till like noon. They have like either a meat sandwich or a peanut butter and Uncrustable, and then they go home. then we go to meetings. Usually at other schools. Oh, it is still raining. Apparently it only rains in my classroom when it's like downpouring. Fun fact. So right here there's a small little spot, and then right there's a bigger spot. I had the bucket placed like right around here, so obviously I didn't put the bucket in the right spot. My desk area was fairly dry, but then I walked over here, and there's some nice water right up here. Fantastic. It's a good thing I laminated these because they would be totally wrecked. No. So we start like normal at 7:45, and then we're out around noonish. So the kids eat like a meat sandwich or a peanut butter sandwich here, and then they get on the buses and go home. And then we go to meetings. Forgot my camera today, so that's kind of sad. I'm using my phone. So usually I would have students at like various different times of the day, but today I had my math group in the morning, and then I'll just go hang out with some of my students in the classroom.
So I'm the kind of person that gets a school lunch, aka Uncrustable, and then I get food from the bar because I'm just like that.
Okay, so it's after school now. One thing about me, I hate being late. First one in the room.
Welcome to McDonald's. How may I help you?
Hi, can I get a large fry and a large Coke?
A large French fry and a large Coca-Cola comes to $3.95. If everything's correct, please pull ahead to the first window.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So literally at this meeting, one of the girls I was sitting next to, we were talking about caseload numbers, and she's like, yeah, I have 9. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm half-time SPED, and I have 7 students that I see like all the time, and 1 consult student. Like, how is this fair that I'm half SPED and half interventionist when you literally have like 1 more kid than me? What? Knowing the students that we've been talking about referring to tier 2 has me like super nervous that I'm going to end up with like 10 kids this year, and I'm still going to be considered half-time SPED, and I will still not have any paras, and that I will just be like going crazy and you can just put me in the loony bin. So on that very positive note, I'm going to end this vlog here. Have a nice day. I hope yours is a little more shining and positive than mine. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and comment. Thanks.